Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the EPF Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. My name is Owen Hubbard.
My name is Rachel Steedman.
And today we are starting the equipped lifting, and our first session is the M4 men. So all of the M4 men starting in about 35 seconds time. So we've had a pretty action-packed first couple of days with the classic lifting, and now, would you say, Rachel, we're on to the good stuff?
Yeah, the juicy stuff.
And the juicy stuff. So the equipped lifters will come out wearing their shirts, and the shirts give you a little bit of a pop, but also they add a little bit more of, like Rachel said, a little bit more of a juice, because you got to manage to try and figure out how to use the shirt. And our first lifter is from Germany.
We have Gerhard Baumeister. He's opening raw. That's probably just to get something on the board, make sure he's in the game, and he'll probably end up putting a shirt on for a second or third attempts.
Yeah, you'll see some lifters do that sometimes, if they have a tight shirt that they maybe are not quite confident with getting it to touch with an opener with a lightweight. See how he goes.
Oh, that's a nice lift. Three whites.
Three whites. Nice easy opener there.
110 kilos for Franz.
So our next lifter now is coming in from Austria, Franz Marek.
Berlin, Misius,
120 kilo class.
Get ready for your first attempt.
We have all weight classes of the M4 lifters, so M4s is 70 plus. If you have a look at the top left of the graphic that's on the screen now, it tells you which weight class these lifters are in, but they're all Masters 4 lifters.
Very impressive lifting all these weights in the Masters 4s.
Yeah. Nice easy opener there.
Yep.
And
Say that's even a warm-up weight.
Yeah.
115 kilos for Sven-Erik Walling, Sweden.
Next up is Sven-Erik Walling from Sweden. He's going to go with 115 kilos, and he's lifting as a 105 in the M4s.
Bar is loaded for Sven-Erik Walling, Sweden.
We see him open up in his shirt, but as you saw on the previous screen, he's quite away from his PB at the moment, so he could be trying a different shirt, a looser shirt. There's lots of different ways that you can go about equipped lifting.
Not quite.
Serena lift.
Sometimes in equipped lifting as well, obviously,
120.
you might just have a little misgroove. The shirt might need to be pulled down a little bit more to make it a little bit tighter. There's a lot of things you can do in equipped lifting to make a lift easier. So I'm sure he'll come back next time and hit that.
Antonis Mesius from Lithuania on 120 kilograms in the Masters 474 kilos. Opening up on 120.
Some of these lifters you might have seen earlier in the week in the classic lifting too.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Nice.
And it's a good lift.
And he's happy with that one.
Same way for Michael Ellender, Great Britain. Maka, Duna, Kompa, get ready for your first attempt. Bar is loaded
Next
for
up,
Michael
Mick
Ellender, Great Britain.
from Great Britain.
Mick's been busy this week, lifted earlier. He's been Cat 1 referee as well, so he's been doing his referee duties all week. Opening with 120 kilos.
This is a weight that Mick's very confident with. I've seen him lift it before.
Yes.
There we go.
Very nice.
And it's a good lift.
3 weights. See a lot of these lifters in equipped. You know,
And
one of the cues
25
that I used to
for
use a lot was sort of
Marco.
like you pulling the bar down rather than just letting the bar come.
Get ready
Yeah.
for
If
your
you're
first attempt.
not quite experienced in equipped lifting and you're watching it for the first time, that's when you see them almost pulling the bar down, because that shirt's tight and they're really fighting against the shirt, almost acting like a spring.
Bar is
Yeah.
loaded for Boleslav Maka, Poland.
Boleslav Maka from Poland on 125 kilos. He is a 74 Masters 4 lifter.
We've got a good battle in the 74 kilo class here. The Lithuania lifter opened on 120. This is 125, so he's hot on his heels.
See what the refs say.
And it's a good lift, 2-1. Yellow flag from side referee.
Yellow flag usually
140
means
for Joseph
the
Duna,
bum just
Czech
coming up a little
Republic.
bit if we just watch on the replay.
Kompa, Boe.
Yeah, you can just see
Pokorny.
there.
See
it's
some
quite
daylight.
Get ready for your first
Be interested to
attempt.
see what the jury say for that one.
Bar is loaded for Joseph
Yeah, the
Duna,
jury
Czech
are
Republic.
overturning that bench.
Jury decision.
So
Maka
they saw
Boleslav
what we
lift.
saw with
No
the
lift.
bum coming up.
Poland, no
That's why
lift.
the jury are there, for quality control.
Next up is Josef Duna from Czechia on 140 kilos in the 120 M4 category.
Very easy, that one.
Yep.
And it's a good lift. 147.5 kilos for Seppo Komppa, Finland. Boy,
You often see lifters, as you say, fight to get that shirt down, and it's a battle of how long you take to get it to your chest,
Yeah.
which then can take away from the press. So it
Bar
becomes a
is
very
loaded for
technical
Seppo
lift.
Komppa, Finland.
Seppo Kompa from Finland on 147.5 in the 105s. There's 2 lifters in this category, with Seppo quite far ahead of the field, but the other lifter opened raw, if I can remember.
Don't think so for the
No.
Sweden one. He had a shirt on, they just missed it at lockout. This should secure the win if he gets it, but he still has to execute. Let's have a look, see what the refs say. Yeah,
So
3
no
reds
lift.
unfortunately.
Bar game
Just as he gets to the
downwards.
top, so the blues are for downward
150
movement of the bar.
kilos for
So
Kjell Arne Bo,
the bar
Norway.
comes down, and then as it comes up, it has to come up
Lovely,
in
get
one
ready.
fluid motion.
Bar is loaded
Just see at the
for
top there, it
Kjell
just
Arne
dips.
Bo,
It can stop,
Norway.
but it can't go down.
Kjell Arnebo from Norway on 150 kilos in the 93 M4 category.
One of 2 lifters here, up against Mick. Really strong.
Looks nice.
And it's a good
3
lift.
weights.
Same weight for Janos Pokorny, Hungary.
One lifter left of this
And
first
after
round of
him
bench
is
press.
our second round, Valim Brasek. Bar is loaded for Janos
Janos
Pokorny,
Pokorny from
Hungary.
Hungary on 150 kilograms to end the first round of lifts.
In the 120 kilo class.
Bar is loaded.
See lots of lifters in the M4 category with many, many years of experience behind them. Some often lifting since they were early M1, M2 category, if not earlier.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
Yeah, what do the rest say?
So
Yeah, those
no
bum
lift,
just came
two
up, I think.
yellow flags from
Again,
side
have a look at that
referees.
on the
We start second round.
replay.
Valin, Mrazek,
Bum can't come off the
Maka.
bench and just see there.
Get ready for a second attempt.
But I'm sure he'll get that next time. Plenty strong. Go into the second round now, so
Bar is
Sven
loaded for
Erik
Sven
Wallin
Erik Wallin, Sweden.
On 150
Let's
kilos.
go.
He missed
Kom
this on
igen
his
nu.
first lift, so we're all behind him for his second.
yeah, you just got to power through as the shirt sort of stops working. He'll give you that little pop off the chest, but you've got to keep that momentum going as your triceps take over. That's the hard part in a shirt sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, it does a lot better.
Well,
Let's
ref
see.
say.
Looks nice, referees say.
Yeah,
Excellent
pretty much.
lift. He's in competition.
Did exactly what I just said. You know, he just kept on
120 for
as the shirt stopped
Marcet,
doing a lot of the
Austria.
work.
Maka,
He just powered
Misius,
through and kept the
Baumeister.
momentum
Get
going.
ready for a second lift.
Sort of a
Bar
cue
is
I used to
loaded
use
for Franz
lifting
Marcet,
equipped was just
Austria.
push harder, which makes no sense, but it makes all the sense at the same time.
Lots of lockout work that you have to do in equipped to make those triceps nice and strong to push through those lifts, as you were saying. So we have Franz Marek from Austria on 120 kilos in the M4 120s. Looking like an opener.
Yeah,
Very easy lift and a good lift.
3 white lights. You'll be happy with that one.
125 for Boleslav Maka. Misius, Baumeister, Elender, get ready for your second attempt.
We have Boleslav Maka from Poland, who missed his first attempt of 125, so he's taking it
Bar is
again for a
loaded
second
Boleslav
attempt.
Maka, Poland.
I think this was
Boleslav
the one
Maka,
where
Poland.
his
Bar
bum
is
just came
loaded.
off the bench and the jury overturned it. Yeah, the 3 referees, but also there's 3 referees sat on the jury table overseeing things as well. Plenty of times just getting his wrist wraps on. You have a minute to get
30
the start
seconds.
command. And then 30-second mark. Once he's got the start command, he can take as much time as he wants to press it. Just got to get that command before the minute is up.
He still has 15 seconds.
Up, come on.
Nice try. What did the refs say?
And
2
it's
to
a
1.
good lift, 2 to 1.
I think that blue from the front, from the angle we're at, is probably
125
from his
for
elbows
Anantanas.
just not quite locked out.
Misius, Bar is
It looked a
loaded.
little bit soft.
Antanas, Misius, Liettua.
Might be a little bit
Baumeister,
difficult to
Elender,
see
get
from this
ready.
angle, but and from the side refs, we have the same angle on the camera here, and the side refs gave whites. So
Antanas Misius from Lithuania on 125 kilograms in the 74 M4s.
I think the jury have also just overturned that lift again. We'll have a little look, but we'll just focus on this Lithuanian lifter for now. Oh, not quite,
Stuck.
unfortunately. Yeah, the
Sorry,
jury
no
have
lift. And
overturned the
also
Polish
with,
lifter's
jury decision,
second
Polish
attempt.
lifter Maka Boleslav, no good
So
lift. No lift for Polish lifter
The
Boleslav.
jury agreed with the
Bar
centre
is
ref
loaded for
and said he
Gerhard
didn't lock it
Baumeister,
out.
Germany. Elender, Kompa, get ready.
The jury looked to be pointing, one of the jury members looked to be pointing to the head and his bum also.
Okay. Multiple failure points.
So we have Gerhard Baumeister from Germany on 125 kilograms. He opened on 100.
I think he opened raw,
Yeah.
and now he's got that shirt on. Very
Nice.
nice.
3 white
It's
lights.
a good lift.
Good way of doing it, especially if you're not quite confident in the shirt. It's a skill in itself. Equip lifting is learning how to use the equipment. A lot of people don't give that the credit it deserves.
For Michael Ellender, Great Britain. Let's go.
So Mike Allender now coming out for 130, 10 kilo jump from his opener.
I should hopefully give him that extra oomph to get the shirt down. It just looked a bit slow in his first attempt to get to his chest, but it was a nice press.
Yeah. There's always that debate of open as light as you can to get it in, but also you don't open too light and equipped where the shirt bullies you a little bit.
Yeah,
It's just another thing to think about.
I know that feeling all too
Yeah.
well.
Really nice. Like I said, Reg,
Easy.
just that looked better because
Yeah.
a little bit more weight on the
Easy.
bar, a bit more confidence on the way down.
147.5 kilos for Seppo Komppa,
He looks to be
Finland.
saying go up by 5 for his
Yeah.
final attempt.
Tuna boy, get ready for your second attempt.
Seppo Kompa now going for
Bar is loaded for
147.5.
Seppo Komppa, Finland.
He's taken his
Let's
first
go,
attempt
Seppo.
again after not having a successful lift on the first. So we'll be behind him for a second.
Yeah, most of the time that's the best thing to do is to just retake it unless you are really struggling to get the shirt down, but going up is always a risky move. I think he just had a little bit of downward movement at the top of the lift last time.
Yeah.
Plenty of pressing power. That looked better to me.
Yeah.
It's very easy lift for Seppo, and referees say it's a
3
good
whites.
lift.
It's on the board.
He's in competition. 150 kilos for Janos Pokorny,
150 coming on the bar now.
Duna, boy, get ready for your second
Janos
attempt.
Pokorny
Bar
from
is
Hungary.
loaded for Janos Pokorny, Hungary.
Again, he failed this on his first attempt, but he's taking it for a second time. You may see some lifters and equipped go up with their second attempts, knowing what they are capable of. It's a bit, sometimes can be a bit safer doing that in equipped rather than raw. But you just need to get yourself on the board.
Very strong.
Easy lift
Easy.
for Janos. And it's a good lift.
3 white lights.
Bar is loaded for Josef Duna, Czech Republic.
Racking through these now.
Boy,
Same weight on the
get
bar.
ready. Bar is loaded.
150 kilos.
Josef Duna from Czechia in the 120 M4 category. He will be followed by Kielan Bo from Norway to end the second round of this category.
10 kilo jump from his opener. Sort of around these weights, 10 kilo jumps, pretty standard. Look good.
And it's a good lift.
3 white lights.
And see, he had quite a
Like
long
60 kilos for
press command, but it's because the
Bo,
bar wasn't
Norway.
motionless. That's the rule.
Rolling
There's no
Maka Nisius, get
arbitrary
ready for your third
second or
attempt.
2 second pause. It's until the bar's motionless, and then you get that press signal off the chest.
Bar is loaded
goal
for
most of the
Kjell
time
Arne
is to
Bo, Norway.
Get it as still as possible, as quick as possible.
So we have Kielan Bo from Norway. You can see on the screen there, I think he's been competing for over 30 years. With a bench press PB of 215 kilograms. And he's going for 160 on his second.
Centre ref there, just tell them to make sure the rings are covered. The rings on the bar need to be covered. Your hand can't be outside those rings. But most of these lifters are pushing that to the limit to get as much out, shorten that range of motion as much as they can.
A good fight.
Very controlled.
And it's a good
2-1.
2-1.
And again, we got
We start the
probably
round.
the yellow indicating bum coming up. We'll have a little look at the. There's a small
Volley.
quiver there.
Maka,
The jury are
Vinicius Mrazek is
looking at
lifting
this,
order.
looking like they're overturning it.
Sorry,
Yeah.
the jury
Yeah,
overruled
the jury have
the last
overruled
lift.
that Norwegian
The
attempt.
Norwegian lift. Bow, no lift.
So we
Bar is loaded
enter
for
the third
Sven
round
Erik
now.
Wallin, Sweden.
We have Sven Erik Wallen from Sweden going up 2.5 kilos to 117.5. This will give him second place.
Not quite.
Thank you, spotters.
Just lost that
Sorry, no
over his head
lift.
there. He happens quite a lot in equip lifting, right? That sort of
Yeah.
movement.
125
Very easy to
kilos
throw it
from
back with the
Maka
momentum that you get off the chest
Vinicius.
towards the rack, but sometimes
Mrazek.
towards your head, which can be
Elender,
quite
get
daunting.
ready.
That's where the safeties are there, making sure they're in the right position.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for Maka
So we
Boleslav,
have
Poland.
Boleslav Maka from Poland. He is going for his 125 again.
He needs this one. Missed it the first two times, both on technicalities. He's strong enough for this. He just needs to make sure his bum stays down. Head stays on the bench. He's locked out. So many
Come
things
on,
that
let's
can
do
go
this.
wrong on the bench press. He just needs to tie it all together.
He was rushed out for a second attempt, but hopefully he's given himself enough time this time to stay focused.
Up, 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 come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, push it up. Hyvä.
Let's see what the
And
referees
referees
say. Oh, 2-1, unfortunately.
From this angle, it looks to be his bum again,
125
unfortunately.
for
I think
Antanas
his head came up a little bit as well on the way down.
Mrazek, Elender, get
Got to have
ready.
those contact
Bar is
points.
loaded for Antanas,
Yeah, you can
Vinicius,
see that bum just
Lietua.
coming off the bench there. It's unfortunate.
We have Antonis Misius from Lithuania, 125. His bench press PB is 130. He just missed his second attempt, but he's taking the same weight again for his third.
Yeah. You and I both know, Rach, that at internationals it's not always about PVs.
No.
Slightly tighter standard. No, not quite. Not there today.
Sorry, no lift.
As we were saying yesterday, coming to an international, you could come for a PB,
Only
you can
30
come for
kilos for
placing,
Franz
you could be here just to
Austria.
represent your country,
Elender,
you
Baumeister,
come to get a
Kompa,
number on the
ready.
board to get those
4
team
attempts,
points.
time to change
Yeah.
the opener for the second group. Bar is loaded.
Lots of different
For
reasons.
Franz Mrazek, Austria.
Franz Marek from Austria, going for 130 kilograms.
Another 10 kilo jump, so he took 10 from his first to his second. And then another 10 on the bar, second to third. It's been pretty consistent so far. See if he can round off a good day.
3 for 3 lifts and equip lifting is a good, impressive number.
It's a feat in itself.
Yeah,
It looked good to me. Yeah,
And
3
it's a
whites.
good lift. 135 for
and that is a good day
Michael
for
Elender, Great
the Polish
Britain.
lifter.
Baumeister, Kompa, Pogoni, get ready for your third lift.
So Mick coming out for 135, so 5 kilo jump. He's secured second place.
Bar is loaded for Michael Elender,
Can't
Great
quite
Britain.
catch the Hungarian in
Let's
first.
go, Mike.
So this is just for PB or just to build his total. Very, very seasoned lifter.
Yeah.
Knows exactly what he's doing. See how this goes. Oh, not quite today.
Unfortunately today, but he's got it for next time.
It's a good fight though.
Yeah.
Didn't really do much wrong.
He still should be happy walking away with 2 out of 3 lifts in equip lifting.
Yeah.
2 attempts, time to change the opener for second group.
145 kilos on the bar now.
Baumeister, Germany.
Jared Baumeister. Quite a big jump from his second. It's a 20 kilo jump. His first 2 were pretty comfortable though. He's the only one in the weight class, so he opened raw.
Yep.
Put 25 kilos on the bar, and now another 20. Lovely looking third.
Good.
And it's a
Yes,
good
it's
clear, 2 to 1.
2 to 1.
164
When it's 2 to 1, you
second
always
for Finland.
have your
Bokoli,
heart in your mouth
Boer,
waiting for the
Luna,
jury
get
to see
ready.
what they're going to say.
No chances after this lift.
Either way, he's European champion.
Bar is loaded for Seppo Kompa, Finland.
Don't
Let's
think the jury
go.
are moving for that one, so it's a good lift.
Seppo Kompa from Finland going for 160 on his 3rd attempt. He's jumped up 12.5 kilos. But he missed his 1st attempt.
Yeah, second. No. The jury are overturning that last one. So unfortunately, Baumeister's left with 125, not 145. Pretty good that. Let's have a look. Oh, not quite, unfortunately.
2 blue flags.
I was wondering with that
And,
one. He hit the rack on the way up,
Baumeister,
and sometimes,
your 3rd lift is no
that
lift
can-
with jury.
yeah, that
This
bars
isn't
just goes
no
sort of
lift
down
for
and up.
Baumeister.
Or
Bar is
you're allowed
loaded
to hit the
for
rack,
Janos
but you're not allowed
Pokorny,
to support
Hungary.
with the rack. So it just seemed like hitting the
No
rack
more chances for
changed his
second
bar
group.
position, went up and down, and then that's why he got the blues.
So we have Janos Pokorny from Hungary on 160 kilograms, up 10 from his 2nd attempt.
He's currently in 1st place, but only on body weight.
Up, up, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, he just missed the rack command there. Oh, that's unlucky.
Nice lift, but you didn't wait for referee's signal. So no lift.
So he's still in 1st place, but now we have Yusuf Duna coming out to try and snatch that gold.
He tries to win
He's
over
got 162 and a
Pokorny.
half,
And bar is loaded. Boy Flink, get
and this
ready.
will get him the win.
12 and a half from his 2nd attempt. As you see, he's going for the win. He's got nothing to lose.
Yeah, he's secured 2nd, but this will get him 1st place.
That was a strong
What do the
push
referees
from
say?
Joseph. And
Yes,
it's a good
2 to
lift,
1.
And he's a European champion today.
Just wait to see if the
Jury
have a look at this or not, but
it,
if they find it's okay.
Norway.
Just taking his time to get that settled on his chest
After
again.
that, we chased to the second group. Flink,
We have
Perasalo, Malefant,
European
get
Masters
ready.
4 record
And
attempt.
this is European Master 4, record attempt, European record attempt.
He's
And bar is
already
loaded for
European
Kjell
champion
Arnebo, Norway.
in the 93s. got the 160, but it got overturned by the jury. So he just needs to keep his bum down and make sure that he nails this. He's secured pretty much everything else. He's sitting in the best lifter as well as an M4 of all weight classes. And this is just the icing on the cake if he can get this.
Come on.
It's a good fight.
Great drive, great technique.
Strong push.
See what
Cocktail.
they say.
But
Oh,
sorry, no lead. 2-1. Yellow flags from
looks like his bum
side
might have come up.
referees.
We have to watch the replay to find out. Very strong press though.
Yeah.
It's just
Then we
off the
start
bench.
second group. Oh, and one
Yeah,
thing.
there we go.
Seppo Komppa, third lift. Yuri chased decision, and it was a good lead for Seppo Komppa, Finland. We start second group with Flink, Peräsalo, Malefant.
No time to dwell on that though, because we're on to the next
Low
round.
for 19 kilos for Seppo Flink,
Plenty of
Finland.
bench in, so we're on to the M3s
Lawrence
now.
Lodi for
So
Seppo Flink,
M3s is
Finland.
60 to 70. So we've got 59s, 66s, 74s, and 83s. So 4 weight classes here. Again, same as the last group. That graphic will show you which weight class each of these lifters are in.
So starting off with Seppo Flink, he is a 66 M3 lifter and he is opening on 90 kilograms.
How do you like to approach your opener, Rach? Do you like to get one in nice and light, or
Yeah, always go for something that I'm confident with, that I know I can even get on a bad day, rather than trying to go for something like a personal best on my first attempt.
yeah?
Nice start for Seppo, and it's
They're
a
good,
lead.
2 to 1.
One yellow flag
Again,
from
we'll see
side
what
referee.
the replay and the jury say.
Hannu Peräsalo from Finland,
Quite a lot
105.
of jury overturning decisions in the first
Moi,
session.
Kyrka,
But
get ready.
that's sort of
For
why
first attempt.
the jury's
Lawrence
here.
Lodi for Hannu
It
Peräsalo,
looks like he's going to be
Finland.
overturning this one too.
Yeah.
So that opener will not be good for the Finnish lifter.
So Hannu Peräsalo from Finland on 105 kilos. He is also a 66 M3 lifter. There are 3 lifters in the 66 category in the M3s.
Good little drive. What do the refs say?
And no lift.
Yeah,
It came
so
downwards.
Slight
2
downward motion, I
blue flags.
think. It looked
And
okay to
also
me.
Seppo
Yeah.
Flink's attempt was no
I'll have a
lift.
little look again on the replay. Like I said in the last session, the bar can
110 kilos for Patrick Malefant.
stop.
France,
But
ball is
oh no,
loaded.
yeah, just there.
Mick Trnka,
Just a small
Sura,
dip.
Get ready.
The bar can stop, but it can't go down.
We have Patrick Malenfant from France on 110 kilos. He is in the 74 M3 category.
Patrick is one of 3 lifters here. A very nice opener. Yeah, really nice. That's how
And it's a
openers should
good
look.
lift. 115 for Peter Muik,
Easy opener
Austria.
at 110, plenty to grow.
Trnka, Sura,
And he's
Korsovski,
battling
get
with
ready.
Peter Muik.
Bar is loaded for Peter Muik, Austria.
Is opening 5 kilos heavier than the French lifter. Sometimes it's not how you open, it's how you finish. So expect these guys to be tussling for positions. When it's bench press only, every single lift matters. It's super important.
From this angle, that head just looked like
Yeah.
it came off the bench.
It's going to definitely get pun on
Sorry,
here.
no
There we
lift.
go.
2
To
yellow
it.
flags from
Just for the
chief
head.
and side referee.
Sometimes in
24
equip
September,
lifting, the
Slovakia,
shirt sort of wants to drag you
Sula,
down or up usually. It
Kosovki,
sort
Mihak,
of
get
changes
ready
your bar path.
for the
Yeah.
first attempt.
And to make that a little bit more manageable, it is really
Now
easy
slowly
to
for
just lift
Josef
your head and
Trnka,
it
Slovakia.
takes that pull away from the shirt, but you're not allowed to do that, unfortunately.
It has happened to me before in training. You just know when you've lost it because it takes that extra oomph to get it down to your chest. And as you
Bar
say,
is
you either
loaded.
pull the bar forward
Slovakia,
to touch your chest, but then your
Josef
press is all
Trnka.
off, or your head comes off just to crouch into that position to get it to touch your chest.
Yeah.
So you really have to fight and fight and fight until you get it to your touch and then press.
Equip bench press is all about patience.
Oh, yes. And that's on the platform and in training as well.
Yeah.
You can have a beautiful session, a beautiful lift, and the next one can be shocking.
That's a nice looking opener there.
nice push. Referees say it's a good lift.
3 whites, he's on the board.
125 for Ronald Sura, Slovakia. Kosovski,
A couple of big battles in
Mihok,
these
Ring. Get ready
classes.
for the first
Good to
attempt.
watch. We've got a couple of big benches in a couple of the weight classes as well for the M3s.
Bar is loaded for
Ronald Sura from
Slovakia.
Slovakia, going for 125. This is just 5 kilograms off his personal best of 130.
It's a strong opener then. Training must have gone well.
He's one of 2 lifters in the 83 kilo category, the second of which is Ring from Sweden. He is opening 187.5.
Yeah, the big bench. Big bench for a senior lifter now, never mind an M3.
Yep.
Again, I think I saw his head come up there.
Yeah, I did too. Let's see.
And it's a good lift.
Centre ref saw it.
One yellow flag from center.
The other two didn't.
132.5 kilos for
I
Stefan
think sometimes
Kosovski,
the
Slovakia.
head coming up
Mihok and Ring, get ready
probably
for
the
first
lesser
attempts.
of all the evils because it's very easy to see from the front, but it's very difficult to see from the side referees. So sometimes you can get away with it a little bit. But then on the flip side, that's where the jury is there to make sure that they deem that as good or a no lift.
Bar is loaded for Stefan Kosovski, Slovakia.
Stefan Kolosovsky from Slovakia going for 132.5 in the 59 M3 category.
Seen Stefan all week coaching as well. He's been putting the work in. Might notice on the floor here that there's just some blocks. Lifters are allowed to request blocks if they struggle to get their feet on the floor or struggle to get the feet on the and just feel it's uncomfortable to be fully down. You're allowed to request those. Oh, he did very well to save that.
A
Yeah.
strong push from Stefan.
Really,
It's a
really
good
impressive.
lift.
If you just watch that replay, you can see
Nice
his,
opener.
it almost
Anton
just
Mihok,
comes over towards his
114
face.
for him.
Yeah.
Ring. And then we
Just like
start
that patience we
second
were
round
talking
with
about.
Flink and
Don't panic.
Perasalo.
See, it just nips away from him, but he holds it. That's super impressive being able to do that in a shirt. That shows the experience that he's got.
Absolutely. So we now have Anton Mihok from Slovakia coming out for 140
Bar
kilos
is
in the
loaded for
74
Anton
M3s.
Mihok,
His personal
Slovakia.
best is 145 kilograms.
So good to see all these guys, veterans of the sport, and still getting close to their PBs on openers. Just shows that, you know, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Looks nice.
Yeah. 3 whites.
And it's a good lift, nice opener.
So we go on to Thomas Ring,
187.5
187.5 kilos. This is in the
Sweden.
83 kilo
After
class.
him we start second round with Flink.
We were saying
Perasalo,
yesterday the Swedish are a
Malefant.
very, very strong nation of lifters from all different ages and stages.
Yeah.
That they have a very good development program for any juniors wanting to come in to lift, and you can
Bar
see
is
that
loaded
pays
for
off
Thomas Ring,
with
Sweden.
the level of lifts that we have seen over the first 3 days so far, and into the equip today as well.
Definitely. Swedish are definitely known for their flexibility and their arching as well. They definitely have a set sort of technique. It's quite interesting to see how all the other nations actually, if you watch them, they sort of have a trend on the way they set up, the way they have they clearly the countries who have their coaching in place really shows.
Looks
And
nice.
a
Yeah.
strong pull from Thomas. Referees say it's a good
3
lift.
whites.
Nice opener.
Really,
They
really
start
strong.
second round. Seppo Flink, 90 kilos.
Let's see what he puts
Perasalo,
on for his
Malefant,
next.
Muik.
He's,
Ready
you
for
can
your
safely say he's
second
secured
attempt.
probably the gold medal there with that opener. And now we can just see if we can hit a PB. So Seppo Flink missed this on his opener, but he just got it overturned, so his bum came up off the bench. A really, really strong press. So he just needs to just keep that bum down. Sure, he'll be able to nail this time.
So you can see the
Bar
coach
is
has
loaded
asked just
for
for the
Seppo
bench
Flink,
and the bar to be
Finland.
wide
Let's go,
for
Seppo.
him coming on.
Bench press is such a technical lift, you know, if you train on a bench that maybe is maybe a little bit higher than what the competition spec is, maybe you get used to your bum and hips feeling in a proprioception in a different place, and that can throw you off a little bit sometimes. Let's see how he goes here.
That's much better.
That looked easy for Seppo, like his first one, and
Yeah.
it's a good lift.
He did well there because
Good
you can
shot.
see he altered his
Easy
position a little bit,
And we have
was a
Hanno
little bit
Perasalo with
flatter.
same situation.
His chest wasn't as high,
No lift on first,
but
105
it meant
kilos
that
for
he could
Hanno.
keep his legs down and his
After
bum
him,
down a little
Malefant,
bit more, so
Trnka.
he knew he was confident
Get
enough
ready
to
for
press
the
it.
second attempt.
And now
The
he can
bar
come
is
out
loaded
and
for
maybe
Hanno
take
Perasalo, Finland.
a slightly bigger
Let's
jump
go.
to try and make up some ground.
So we have Hannu Perasalo from Finland coming out for 105 kilograms, which he missed on his first attempt, but he has taken it for a second again.
Just the rack height is not quite the correct rack height, so he's got to change that. So when that happens, if it's the lifter's mistake, so if the lifter's put the wrong rack height in,
Bar is loaded for
The
Hanno
clock
Perasalo. Let's go, Hanno.
doesn't reset. But because this was a mistake just of the spotters and loaders not putting it on the right rack height, the clock gets reset and he gets the full minute again to reset. So he's got plenty of time. Here he comes again. That's exactly the right thing to do as well, right, Reg? You know, if you're not happy with, don't rush it. If you're not happy with the rack, if there's something that isn't quite perfect for you, always reset and get it right.
Absolutely.
We just lost that elbow.
Just rushed it a
So
little
no
bit
lifts,
by the
nothing
looks of
went wrong
things.
there.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to see it from this angle,
Then we
but
have
on the
number
right hand
15,
side,
Patrick Malefant.
his elbow
Right.
just ended up flaring
Muy
too much,
Trnka.
and then just lost all that
Osowski,
tension
get
on the
ready
chest,
for
and
your
it's
second
almost
attempt.
impossible to press from that position.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded
We have
for
Patrick
Malefant
Malonfort from France
Let's
going for
go.
115 kilograms in the 74 M3 category.
5 kilo jump from his opener. His opener looked pretty good.
can see on the screen that he has 22 years of experience behind him in lifting. Whether that be equipped or raw, that's still very impressive.
Really strong.
Strong push.
3 white lights.
It's a good lead for Patrick. Same way, Peter Mick, Austria.
So better Mick. He missed this one on his opener.
He's
He's going to need to get this because the Frenchman who just went, Molenfant,
Let's go.
pressed 115 and it looked good. So these two are going to be battling out for the silver position. With Mihok out in front with a 140 bench. I don't think he's going to be caught.
No.
But the difference between silver and bronze, both on team points and individually, is big. So he's going to want to try and get this.
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, let's see what the refs say. Yeah,
And
it's
it's
just
good.
that head
It's 2 to
again.
1. 125.
It wasn't
Josef
as
Trnka,
predominant as the first time, so he might have got
Slovakia.
away with it this time.
Kosovsky, Sura, Mihok.
But I don't think the jury are happy with that one. They've had a look on the replay, and I think they can see the head.
No lift, sorry, no lift for Peter
So they've
Mick,
overturned that
Austria.
for the Austrian,
Jury
unfortunately, so he's going to have to
overturned
go
it.
again.
No lift. Bar is loaded for Josef
That's why the
Trnka,
jury are there. It's
Slovakia.
important, you know, the side refs. It's very difficult though for those to see the head from the angle they're at. Their job is to really see their feet and their bum to make sure that they're planted on the bench. But the jury are there as that quality control to ensure that if a lift gets passed or a lift gets failed, it's overturned, rightly so. It works both ways.
So we have Josef Trnka from Slovakia going for 125, currently on the platform.
No,
And
look
it's a
good.
lift.
And he's our leader in this 66 kilo class, I believe.
137.5 for Stefan Kosovsky, Slovakia. Sura, Mihok.
A lot of strong
Ray.
Slovakian lifters this
Get
morning.
ready for a
Yeah.
second attempt.
Next up is Stefan Kolsovsky from Slovakia as well. He's going for 137.5. He is the only lifter
Far is
in
loaded
the
for Stefan
M359s,
Kolsovsky,
so he
Slovakia.
can guarantee coming out to just try and push himself to do what he can, knowing that he's coming away with the title.
Yeah. I was really impressed with his opener because I had a little bit of a technical issue, but still managed to pull it back and
Let's
press
go.
it really well. He's taken a 5 kilo jump, which is sensible. Maybe the shirt doesn't quite feel right, or sometimes at these lighter body weights, 5 kilos is totally legitimate.
Yeah. I certainly take the tactic of not really going for much more than a 5 kilo jump.
Yeah. That was
wow.
much better.
Yeah.
Really strong.
It's a
Very,
good
very
lift.
nice. Probably add another 5 onto that at least
Same
for the next
Absolutely.
one.
For Ronald Sura, Mihok Green.
He could even go with
Get
slightly
ready
more,
for
given that
second
that was much
attempt.
better technique than his first.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for Ronald Sura, Slovakia.
Ronald Sura from Slovakia again. 83 kilo class here. Currently sat in second place. Don't think he's going to be catching first
Let's go, Ronald.
because Thomas Ring has put 205 in for his second. So I think this is all about PBs again and team points.
The current M3 record for European is 215.5, so we may see that be broken today.
Yeah, if his second looks good, he might have a little punt at it. Nothing to lose. See how Sura goes with this 137.
Press looks good.
Head just came up a little bit, I think. Yeah,
Sorry, no lift.
2 to 1 against,
3 yellow
unfortunately.
flags. Chief and side referee.
some of these guys are really struggling with their head today. It's not something you see that often.
Anton Miho
You see it more in
is
equip
next
than you do
lifter.
in
After
classic
him,
lifting
Roy.
because of the shirt.
After ring we start the third round.
I don't know about
Flink
you,
and
but I don't
Perasalo.
really see
Very
that happen
slowly
that
for
often,
Anton
or the
Miho,
frequency we're getting
Slovakia.
in this flight with the head coming off the
Yeah.
bench.
Let's go.
Rules are rules, unfortunately. So, Anton Mikko. 145, 5 kilo jump from his opener. Again, he's in the lead in the 74 kilo class. Isn't going to be caught from the other two lifters who are battling out for silver.
So again, he's one of these lifters that can just come out and try and get personal best, or go for something they wouldn't ever go for before knowing that they've got first place.
Very strong. He's got really nice technique, really clean.
And it's a good lead for Anton.
Controls the bar the whole way, and 3 white
Below the
lights.
bar, 205 kilos for Thomas Ring, Sweden.
205 coming on the bar
After
now.
him, we start second round with Flink and Perasalo
Like we
Malefant.
said, he needs to get this to be in striking distance, possibly going for that European record.
Yeah. Up 12.5 from his first attempt. But
Bar
very
is
experienced
loaded.
lifter.
For Thomas Ring, Sweden.
I found that in equip lifting, my opener is accept that it's a little bit slow, and then take a big jump, have a little bit more weight on the bar, and ironically sometimes that helps. It's a bit of a confusing thing to think about if you're not used to equip lifting or you've never tried equip lifting. But sometimes more weight on the bar means the press can be a little bit easier sometimes because you have a little bit more control. The extra weight helps you place the bar where you want it to be.
And you take less energy bringing it down to your chest because the extra
Exactly.
weight just makes it a bit more smooth.
Quite unfortunately. The descent was good. It looks pretty
Sorry,
strong.
now lift.
Just maybe it's a little bit too heavy today.
We start third
We may
round.
see him do a few adjustments in the shirt for his
Flink,
third attempt.
Perasalo
Try and make the shirt
Malefant.
a bit tighter for him to allow for that
Six
better
attempts,
pop off his
time to
chest, which I
change the
didn't think he
opener
got
for
on that
the
one.
third group.
Yeah,
Six
sometimes you can
attempts.
pull the shirt down a little
Below
bit
the
more
bar,
or
92.5
twist the
kilos for
sleeves a little
Seppo
bit
Flink,
sometimes
Finland.
to get a little bit more tightness in the shirt. Quite hard to adjust from lift to lift, but possible.
I know people sometimes
Bar is
change their
loaded
shirts
for
as well,
Seppo
which
Flink,
is an
Finland.
impressive
Let's
feat in
go.
itself.
Yeah, I don't have the confidence to do that.
Neither do I. I tried a smaller size shirt in training and I nearly lost both my arms for blood supply. So we have Seppo Flink from Finland coming out for his final attempt of 92.5 kilos.
Yeah, only 2.5 kilo jump off his second, but he managed to get his second in, so he's on the board. Guaranteed third place. Yeah, that was good.
Looks nice, referee say it's a good
Right.
lead for Seppo. Congratulations.
So
Then
Seppo
Hannu Perasalo, 155
currently in
kilos for him.
But if
Malefant, Muik,
Hanu
Trunka. Get
misses
ready for
this
your
one,
third attempt.
he will get silver because Hanu's not got a lift in yet. So
Bar is loaded
missed
for
2 of
Hannu Perasalo,
105
Finland.
twice.
Hannu, let's go.
Gotta really nail this one now. Pressure lift.
Was this lift overturned by the jury in the
I
second?
think it was,
Yeah.
yes.
He's got the crowd behind him for his final attempt.
Yeah, no one wants to see someone bomb out and miss all 3 attempts. Come all this way. You want to go home with a medal. This is what you trained for. Let's see what the referees say.
And it's a
Yeah,
good
gets
lift.
it. 3 white lights.
He's very
He
happy with
knows
that
how to
one.
control
Very
his
happy.
nerves. Good job. Then below the bar,
Nothing
117.5 for
better than
Patrick
being in that
Malevan.
position where it's a
France.
pressure lift and you actually execute the way you do
Kosovsky, get ready
and nail it.
for your third attempt.
I've been there
Bar
plenty
is
of
loaded
times in
for
Equipped, I don't know about you.
Patrick
Yeah,
Malevan, France. Let's
definitely
go,
been in that position
Patrick.
before, and I've sort of said to my boyfriend, who's my coach,
He's ranked
how am I going to
second
get it on
and
my
he
third
wants to
attempt if I
stay
haven't
that
got it
way.
on my
There
first
is
two? And
Nick
you just
coming
find
after
it
him.
from somewhere and you get it.
Yeah. So this is big lift here. He's going to go for 117. Just makes the Austrian push up to 117 as well. Great lifting there.
That's lovely.
Strong push. And it's a
Yes,
good
2 to
lead,
1.
2 to 1.
So this means the Austrian Peter Mug here, who hasn't got one in yet at 115, but he's being forced to go to 117 to try and get that silver medal on body
Bar
weight.
is loaded for
So
Peter Mick,
this is
Austria.
where the tactics come in with the
Reina
coaches.
Kosovsky, get ready.
The French just up to 2.5 to make him up again, and he's pressed it quite easily, but he can't quite keep his head on the bench.
This was another one that got overturned by
Yeah.
the jury.
So he just needs to keep his head down, keep the composure, and he'll walk away with a silver medal if he gets this.
Looks okay from this
Yeah.
angle.
Push for Peter.
It's like he almost overcompensated
And
and
it's a good lead.
looked towards the ref
And
instead of
the
looking down.
Malevan
It looked pretty
lifts.
easy, so
France
maybe that's a
Peter
technical adjustment he can
Malevan
actually
is
do in
overruled
training.
by jury.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So actually the Austrian got that
So
one fine,
then we have
but the French
Josef
lifter
Trenka,
got his
Slovakia.
overruled, unfortunately, so the
130
French
kilos.
uh,
Bar is loaded.
Malfont ends on
Kosovsky,
115
Sura,
and
get
third
ready.
place, and the Austrian gets silver with 117.5. So that overrule didn't change any standings.
So we have Josef Trinka from Slovakia coming out for 130 on his third attempt, up 5 from his second. This will be a really good day for him, finishing 3 for 3.
Already European champion in the 66 kilo class.
Oh,
So close.
Sorry,
Not
now
quite
lift.
today.
good fight. He'll be happy walking away as the European champion.
Yeah.
Stefan Kosovsky, Slovakia, 142.5 kilos for him. After this attempt, no more chances for
So we
the
have
group.
Stefan Kolsovsky from
Sura
Slovakia coming out for
Mihal
142.5
ready.
kilos, up 5 from his second attempt. He is the only lifter in the 59 M3s, so he is guaranteed coming away as European champion.
Like you said earlier, there's lots of
Bar is loaded for Stefan
different
Kosovsky,
dynamics in bench press,
Slovakia.
whether it's for team points, whether it's for PBs, and also this will keep him in first place overall out of all of the lifters in all the weight classes, so on GL points, which is what we use to compare all lifters from 59 to 120 plus. This will put him in first place at the moment. We've still got the 93s onwards in the next group.
You can see from the records that he is matching the European M3 record in the 59s.
Worth a try.
Sorry, no lift. No more chances for third group. Same weight for Ronald Sura.
Ronald
Slovakia.
Sura coming out for 142.5 kilograms also.
Get ready for your third attempt.
This will get him second place behind Ring, who is coming out for 205 kilograms
Bar is
again.
loaded for Ronald Sura, Slovakia.
Five kilo jump here from his second that he missed. Can't quite remember why he didn't get that one, but we'll see. really
It's
nice.
a good lead for Ronald. 150 for Anton Mihok, Slovakia.
Anton Mihok from Slovakia going up 5 kilos for his third attempt for 150.
Touch and
He is in the
Get ready.
74 M3 category.
Bar is loaded
This
for Anton
will
Mihok, Slovakia.
Cement him with first place and European champion.
He's already the winner here, so this is just for
Let's go.
all the
Anton.
glory. Another 5 kilos on top. The whole Slovakian team has been really impressive in this M3 group. Got champions in the 59, 66 and 74 kilo class.
Very impressive. That looked very nice.
Very strong. He's happy with that one. Oh,
Sorry, no
unfortunately
leads,
not.
2-1. But
Bum
he's
came off the
European
bench.
champion anyway.
Oh, I didn't
Thomas Ring.
go on the bench.
205 kilos.
Is that actually, it didn't come off the bench on the way
Check
up,
flat.
but
Run
it
it.
didn't get
Get
on the bench
ready.
on the way down. So the bum's got to stay on the bench the whole time, not just on the press.
Bar is loaded for Thomas Ring,
phase.
Sweden.
So we have the
Brilliant.
final lifter of this category, Group 2, going for 205 kilos, and it is Thomas Ring from Sweden.
See if he's made those adjustments we talked about in the last round. Pull that shirt right down, crank it down. It looks nice and low.
Yeah.
He's done everything he can here.
You see some lifters with a belt, some lifters without a belt. Sometimes it's just to help keep the shirt in place so it doesn't ride up when it comes down towards your chest.
Let's see how this goes. Not today.
He still walks away with 187.5 and first place.
Not a European champion today anyway.
Yeah,
We
European
start.
champion.
Third
Can't
group,
be
Josef Pacek,
too miffed about that.
Czech Republic. Followed
And we're going to go
by
straight
Flex,
into the rest of the M3s now. So 93, 105, 120 and 120 pluses. So we've got a couple of good battles in these. Keep an eye out. We got 5 lifters in the 93s, and our first lifter coming out is Josef Patek, the 93 M3s with 115.
The spotters and loaders just giving the bar and the bench a clean to get rid of all the chalk from the previous attempts in the previous groups.
Bar is loaded for Josef Pacek, Czech Republic.
And bar's not quite loaded yet.
Sorry.
False alarm.
Now the bar is loaded. Let's go, Josef.
Take 2.
He doesn't seem too put off by that.
Stretch on the way down. Power on the way up.
Easy start
Very
for
easy.
Josef.
Yeah.
Very safe. It's a good lift.
Quite a tight shirt by the looks of things. But as you say, gets that nice pop
Martin
off the chest.
Great Britain. Ronnie, Felia, Gocielski. Get
Martin
ready for
Fleet
your
up
first
next.
attempt. Bar is loaded for Martin Fleet, Great Britain.
If you don't know Martin,
Let's
he's
go,
the
Martin.
usual voice of the commentary, which is why you've got us today. Martin's jumping in and doing some lifting of his own.
As we talked about earlier, Martin is opening raw. This is to ensure that he gets something on the board. He was speaking to me yesterday. He's planning to put his shirt on for his second attempt.
Yeah, I know Martin does a lot of training on his own in his garage and does a lot of raw training because shirt training on your own is very difficult.
Yeah. And that's nice.
Yeah, nice strong
Well,
opener.
that was easy start for Martin, and it's a good
I want to
lift.
see where Martin goes
To
for his
our
next one.
commentator. 7 for Helmut
He was
Rang,
getting himself very
Germany.
worked up about today and worried about what he was
Barcelona.
going to do because most of his
Helmut
experience
Rang,
comes from
Germany.
commentating and he hasn't lifted
Failure
internationally in a long
Koscielski,
time.
Get ready for your first attempt.
Yeah, he's at a lot of the events, but not competing at them that
No.
often.
So we have Helmut Rangnit from Germany on 120 kilos in the 120 plus M3 category.
Yeah, another lifter opening raw. It's quite a common thing, but I find it quite impressive because you've only got sort of 10 to 15 minutes to put the shirt on in between lifts. And then you have no idea how it's going to fit really because you've not done a practice bench in it.
Yeah. Good way to get on the board.
Easy
Yeah.
opener also for Helmut. It's
You've got to be really
good
confident
lift.
with your ability and your confidence in the shirt that you're going to put on.
Koscielski, Mölöniemi, Milis, get ready for your first attempt.
Okay.
We have Wolfgang Fellier coming out for 135 kilos. He's in the 93 M3 category. And he has a bench press PB of 140 kilos.
Australia, Austria.
Wolfgang is from Austria. Well, that looks good from this angle. We'll see what the refs say.
But no lead,
Unfortunately,
two
it's
yellow
2 to
flags.
1.
Yes, he knows himself because he said 160 kilos.
I believe it is just from his head lifting up off the bench on that descent, which we can see on the replay.
Get ready for your first attempt.
We now have Krzysztof Kozielski from Poland coming out for 160 kilos. He has a very low set shirt that we can see.
Yeah, usually the lower the shirt, the tighter it is, and usually you can, when I lift equipped, I like having the shirt a little bit higher for the first couple,
Yeah.
and then really crank it down for the final one.
Yeah. See what the refs say. Unfortunately, it's 2 to 1. From this angle, it looked like his head.
Chief referee shows the head.
Yeah.
Below the bar 160, also for Ali
As you say, it's very
Myllyniemi, and
difficult.
bar
You
slowly
really
for
have to
Ali
fight getting
Myllyniemi,
pulled forward
Finland.
by the shirt
Milis,
and lifting your head off the
get
bench
ready
to
for
get
your
that
first
press.
Yeah, that last couple of inches, it's so tempting to just lift your head rather than stretch and bring your chest to the bar.
We have Ari Milniemi from Finland coming out for 160, getting himself nice and focused, sat on the bench just before he sets himself up. Nice and strong.
Strong push for Ari.
Yep.
And it's a good lift, 2 to 1. One yellow flag from side referee.
That's the side ref indicating the bum
Benjamin
coming up
Asmilis,
there.
165 for him. Heinziker Ringgold, get ready for your second
Very
attempt.
marginal. I don't think the jury's going to have a look at that one. Referees are told that to give the lifter the benefit of the doubt, so if they're not sure, you should always give a white light.
We have Benjaminas Milis from Lithuania for 165 kilos. He's in the 93 M3 category. In this category we have 5 lifters, 2 of which have missed their first attempts. And we have one final lifter from Germany coming out for 190 in the 93 category. Look very nice.
Yep.
And
Three
it's
weights.
a good lead for Benjaminas. 190 kilos from here, Helsinki, Germany. Ringwald,
yeah,
Sota,
Hanska.
Carlson. Get ready for your first
190 on the bar
attempts.
next for him. So he's our last lifter in the 93 kilo weight class.
He is one of the coaches for
Always
Germany. I believe he's done lots of the
loaded for
classic
Helsinki,
lifters this week.
Germany.
Very experienced. Seen him at lots of competitions before.
Yeah. Should really, if he gets this, secure the gold. I don't think anyone's going to be chasing him. He's quite far ahead, but he's still got to execute with this opener. See what the referees say. Yeah,
Sorry,
not quite.
but no.
Yeah,
Lift
the
something went
bit of
wrong
up and
there.
down, and even from the front, you
Below
can see his
200
hips
kilos
sort of
for
rising.
Vidar
Yeah.
Alexander Ringwald.
A lot of the
Norway.
time, as you get that
Sota,
press off the
Carlson,
chest, so easy
Meyer,
to just drive with the
Christensen is
hips.
with his lifting
Where you
order.
got to really drive with the legs.
on
I
this
think he
first
was sort
round.
of doing that to save it. It looked like it was sort of
Coming back. a lot.
Yeah.
Paris
I'm sure
loaded
he'll get that
for
next time.
Vidar Alexander Ringwald.
So Vida
Norway.
Alexander Ringwald from Norway coming out for 200 kilograms in the 120 kilo category.
It's a really good battle in this 120 class. 200 and then two other lifters opening on 210. And in equipped lifting, 10 kilos is not a lot really between the lifters.
Some very impressive European M3 records that I can see on our board. The current
Yeah.
standing at 265 kilos for M3 lifters in this category.
Pretty big bench press.
Yeah. Looks okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, no lift. 2 yellow flags.
Looked like his head came up a little bit,
Yeah.
and maybe his bum too. We'll have a look at the
210
side.
kilos for Erik Sota, Czech Republic.
Just the head, I think.
Yeah.
Carlson, Meyer, Christensen. Bar is loaded for Erik Sota, Czech Republic.
That's why I was saying that 10 kilos between openers is hardly anything in equipped bench, because that can get eaten up real easy just by a technical mishap on one of the lifts. It doesn't always have to be a strength issue, where in classic lifting it's a little bit more predictable sometimes.
Looks like a nice opener.
Yeah.
And it's a good lift
whites.
for Jiri. Same weight for two left Carlson, Sweden. Bar is loaded.
Carlson is up next.
Maya Christensen, get ready. Two left Carlson,
210.
Sweden. Let's go.
So, Tulef Carlson has the lighter body weight. No, the heavier body weight, sorry, against the Czech. Body weight comes into play a lot in bench press only, because you almost only have one lift, so it's less total to build. If your body weight is lighter and you press the same as the other person, you get the win. So it's almost like an extra 2.5 kilos in bench only lifting. That shirt looks nice and tight.
Yeah. Really struggling to get a press there.
I think I saw his bum come up there as well,
And
I
his
believe.
head.
Sorry, no
multiple
lift. Yellow
failure
flags for
reasons
all
really.
lifts.
Bum, head. Just looks like a super tight
20
shirt, which
kilos
is
for Bernd
not a
Meyer,
problem at
Germany.
all really, as long as you
Christensen.
can manage it and you can
That's it,
control the
get
shirt.
ready.
obviously the
Bar is
high
loaded
risk,
for
high reward.
Bernd Meyer, Germany.
You've just got to keep fighting and fighting for that last tiny bit just to get it to your chest. But sometimes it can be near on impossible.
Yeah.
We have Bernhard Meyer from Germany coming for a 210 also, but he is in the 120 plus kilo category.
Those final few seconds when you're trying to get the bar to touch feel like an age.
Oh yeah. Sometimes the same in squat suits as well, when you're taking a while just to get into that depth, the
Yeah.
deep position. That's the joys of equip lifting.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh,
It was
what a
strong.
shame.
Yeah.
Just
No
misgroove.
Then we had John
Sure, you can
Christensen,
come back
Denmark,
and press that
240
again. It didn't
kilos
look really
opener
like
for
a
him.
strength issue to me.
No.
Then we start second round after Christensen.
We have John
Patche,
Christensen
Patche,
from
Fellier,
Denmark coming for
Rangnick.
240
Flet is
kilos in the
lifting order.
120 plus category to end the first round in this group.
And the 120 plus European M3 record is actually 245. So we might see a little punt at
Bar is
that.
loaded for John Christensen, Denmark. Let's go.
A very impressive record.
Yeah. Final bench press of the first round here. Huge opener. Very strong.
Easy
Yeah.
opener for John. Referees say it's a good lift.
2-1. We'll
One yellow.
see what the jury say once they
We start
review that.
second
But
round with Josef
look
Pacek,
pretty strong.
Czech Republic. Fellier, Rangnick, Flet is the lifting order.
yeah, looked like the bum came up to me. We'll see
Yeah.
what the jury say. I think they're standing up and saying
Yeah.
overturn.
Overruled. Sorry, with jury verdict overruled.
I think we'll see him come out potentially for a record in his second or third attempt, because that first one was very easy, bar the bum coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for Josef Pacek, Czech
So Josef
Republic.
Pacek here, 125, take 10 kilo jump from his opener.
Currently, we only have 2 lifters who have made a lift in the first round for the 93s, which is something you often see in equip lifting.
That's the excitement of equip lifting. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
From a lifting and a coaching perspective, it always keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Not quite. You'll have
So
another
we
crack at
know
that.
lift for Josef.
Just pointing at
Then
his
we
shoulder,
have
I think.
Wolfgang Fellier, Austria.
Maybe a little bit of a
35
niggle there.
kilos for him.
Yeah.
Rangnick, Flet, Kocielski. Get ready for your second attempt.
You might just make some adjustments
Bar
to the
is loaded
shirts
for
if he's
Wolfgang Fellier,
okay from an injury point
Austria.
of view.
Let's go.
Fila Wolfgang, 135. He missed this on his opener. Looking to get on the board. Give him any chance he can to possibly sneak into the medals if someone else doesn't manage to get all 3 lifts in. He's just got to focus on himself and see what happens around him.
Looks good.
Yep. Yeah, 2-1.
It's a good lift.
Hopefully the jury don't overturn this one.
150 kilos for Helmut Rangnick, Germany. Flat, Kocielski, Myllyniemi, Milis.
Think we don't get a replay so he gets away with it.
So
Bar
we
is
have
loaded for
Helmut
Helmut
Rangnick
Rangnick,
from
Germany.
Germany. He's coming out for 150 kilograms. He was one of the lifters who opened Raw. I think,
Yes.
For his first attempt.
Yes,
yeah.
he was.
So we see that much bigger jump having put his shirt on now.
Yeah, 30 kilo jump is not something that a lot of lifters would take without the addition of the shirt.
definitely not something you would see classic.
Yeah, I like a big jump, but more like 12 and a half,
Yeah.
not 30. Oh, that was very nice.
Lovely lift.
Yeah, very,
it's
very
a
strong.
lift.
He currently sits in first place in the 120 plus until the other two lifters are able to make a lift.
So below the bar 155
Martin
for
Fleet
Martin
coming out
Fleet,
next.
Great Britain.
So
Kosielski, Müllöniemi, Milis,
he
get ready
was
for
one of
your
the
second
lifters again.
attempt. Bar is loaded for
open
Martin
roll.
Fleet, Great Britain, our
he's
commentator
taken
and speaker. Let's go, Martin.
35 kilo jump. Pop the shirt on.
It's nice and focused. He told me this is a looser shirt for him, and the plan is, if this goes well, to put a tighter shirt on for his final attempt, which would give him, I believe he's going for £400
Nice.
to be the only lifter M3 in Scotland to have ever achieved that.
Oh, well. Let's get this one then. Oh, not quite. I think he just got stuck under the rack there. I think
Yeah.
I heard a little
Bad
clang.
luck, hitting the rack, so
yeah.
no lift.
We'll see what he does. Maybe he does change the shirt and just go in again, or he
160
sticks with that one.
for Christos Kosielski.
I can see him say
Ball at the
same
bar is
again
loaded.
to Martin, the coach. So
Müllöniemi, Milis, Hansik,
he'll get it on his
ready.
next one.
Yeah. So this Polish lifter here needs to, Christoph needs to really get this one. Missed it on his opener.
Very low chest plate on his shirt. Looks to be good.
And it's a good lift.
3 whites.
165 for Ari Myllyniemi, Finland. Milis, Hansik,
So I can see on the
Ringwald,
board
get ready for your
that
second
Pacek
attempt.
from Czechia in the 93s has passed on his third attempt.
Yeah.
And it's a good lift. It's
Did walk
bar
off
is loaded for
holding
Ari
his shoulder,
Myllyniemi,
so
Finland.
probably just doesn't want to do any more damage to that.
Yeah. A difficult decision to make, but one that's better than being out the game because of an injury at a competition.
Yeah. Just scrapping one attempt to be able to get back to training in a week or so, not 3 months. Is
Yeah.
a sensible thing to do.
So we have Ari Milniemi from Finland for 165 kilos. Nice first attempt, so this should be good for him.
Very strong.
Looked very easy and balanced lift for Ari,
3
and
whites.
it's a good lift. 170 kilos for Benjaminas
170
Milis.
on the bar now.
Hansik,
Ben Milis.
Ringwald, Meyer, get ready for your second attempt.
This
Bar
currently
is
will
loaded
put
for
him in
Benjaminas
first
Milis,
position in the
Liettua.
93 M3s, with one lifter, Heisnicker from Germany, to try and make a first attempt to get on the board.
5 kilo jump from his opener. And build that total as high as he can. Let's see how this goes.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
a
strong.
good lift for Benjaminas.
Puts him in
190 kilos
first
for
place
Per
at the moment.
Hansik, Germany.
But now we have
Ringwald, Meyer,
Per
Carlson, Psota,
Hansik.
Christensen is the lifting
Missed
order
this on
of
his
this
opener.
second round.
But he's a super experienced lifter.
Yeah.
Bar is loaded for Per Hensicke, Germany. Let's go. Okay, people, he needs your support
So this will
to stay in competition.
place him in first, but also give him a total, which is the main part,
Yeah.
really.
That looked very
Well,
nice.
that looked
really
very
good.
easy for Per.
Yeah.
3
It's a
whites this
good
time.
lift. Congratulations. He takes the
Made the
lead.
adjustments to the shirt.
200 kilos for Ringvold, Norway.
So just for anyone who's watching,
Mayor
the reason why we have
Carlson, get ready for your
5
second
platform
attempt.
crew come out is for any lifter who lifts above or 200 kilos plus. This is just to ensure that there's extra support there for lifting off and getting it back into the rack to
Okay.
ensure the safety of both the platform
He
crew
needs
and
your
the
support
lifter.
too.
Yeah, with 200 kilos
To
into
stay
the
in
bar,
competition. Let's go
sort of
now.
misgrooves and just
Let's do this. Come
can't
in.
quite hold it together. It's really easy for the bar to jump almost over the face, and having 5 spotters there is for everyone's safety, really.
Yeah.
Your life flashes before your eyes when that happens.
Yeah. I've definitely done that before as well.
Yeah.
That
Strong.
looks
Oh, that was easy. Good job. And it's a
Three
good
white
lift
lights.
for
All these guys doing a
Ringvold.
really good job
210
getting their
kilos for
second in
Bergmeier.
when they missed their first,
Germany,
coming back,
Carlson,
making the
Soka,
changes.
Christensen. Get ready. And bar is loaded for Bergmeier, Germany.
Bergmeier.
Let's go, Meyer. Same situation. Let's do this.
So Meyer and Christensen in the 120 plus have both failed their first attempt, so they'll be looking to get on the board in their second.
Yeah, Maya just had a bit of trouble getting the bar down to his chest. Really tight shirt on, really pushing the limits to what the equipment can do, which is really the aim of the game in equipped powerlifting, but with that higher risk, tighter shirt becomes possibly higher reward, but also there's the risk of more things going wrong.
Yeah.
This looks better. Much
yeah.
better.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he just committed to it a little bit more on the way down. He didn't let the
And
shirt
it's a good lift for
bully
Meyer
him
too.
to
Good
where they
job.
wanted to place. He really
He's in competition.
took command of that shirt and touched where he wanted to touch,
212.5 for
which meant the press
Carlson,
was much easier.
Sweden.
So he did a really
Soka,
good job there
Christensen.
making those changes
Get
on
ready
that
for
second
your
one.
Second attempt. Bar is
So
loaded
we have
for Torleif Carlson,
Torleif Carlson
Sweden.
from
Let's
Sweden
go.
for
Come
212.5
in.
kilos.
Another lifter with a tight shirt. These guys built for benching, built
Yeah.
for filling that shirt out. Don't see it often in a obviously bench only, but sometimes in full power people don't fill the shirts out as well because they're not quite built for other sort of lifting. When I mean fill it out, I mean that chest plate is nice and expanded, stretching it down. Impressive. I think I saw his bum come up again.
Yeah.
Sorry, no lift. 217.5
Don't think you
kilos
can argue
for
with that,
Soka,
unfortunately.
Czech
The
Republic.
referees go into the jury, but
Then we
I think once we
have
look at the replay,
Christensen of the Soka, and then we start
just see
the
as he
walk.
presses here, his hips rise
Yeah.
just enough that you can see that light through the other side.
I think he struggled with his
Barcelona
head as
for
well,
Irip
coming
Soka,
off the bench
Czech
a little bit.
Republic.
Yuri Sota from the Czech Republic on 217.5 kilograms.
Yeah, decent jump, 7.5 kilos. He'll be battling it out with the 2 other lifters in the 120s for those medal positions. There are 4 lifters in the class, but 3 of them are really close to each other.
That looked Nice, referees
Yuri
say.
giving himself every
It's a
opportunity
good
for a medal.
lead for Yuri.
Head just lifting off the
And
bench a little bit.
Christensen, Denmark,
I think I
240 kilos for
find it
him.
hard to see that one, so
Let's
if
run it
Yeah.
it's only
failure.
minute,
Get ready for your third attempt.
should be okay. The jury wouldn't step in there.
So Christensen coming out for 240 kilos again. This is just 5
Paris
kilos
loaded
off
for
the
John
European
Christensen,
M3
Denmark.
record in the 120 plus.
Hamsane.
He pressed this really easy last
Let's
time. He
go.
just bummed him off the bench. So he just needs to keep that bum down. Really strong technical bencher, Christensen here. Finish off the second round of benching. Try and get on the board. Very nice.
Yeah.
As long as that bum stayed down, that will be 3 whites. Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
And it's a good lead for
Looked much
John.
better than his first.
He's in competition.
Yeah.
Good job.
And we'll have a
He's really
crack at the European record, I think.
We start
Don't
third
think
round. Martin Flett.
he's gonna be
under
caught.
55 kilos for him. Run it, failure.
So Martin now
Kochielski, get ready for
Starting
your
off
third
the
attempt.
third round of bench press here. Missed this on his second. He just clipped the rack, I feel. I feel like
Yeah.
he's strong enough for this. It just, obviously when you hit the rack,
You like to
very
clean
much
it,
an uphill
clean it.
battle after
I
that.
like to clean it, clean it. We like to clean it. It's good to clean it for the lifters. They get a firm grip. That's
see
important.
how Martin goes.
Thank you, spotters. Bar is loaded.
Martin's put a
Martin
shift
Flett,
in this
Great
week
Britain. Let's go,
with the
Martin.
commentary.
Very good support behind him, so everyone knows who he is, knows his face, knows his voice.
Most distinct voice in powerlifting.
Yeah.
Martin is the only one in the 105, so he's got that opener in. He's got that gold medal, but this is what he came here for. Not quite,
just gets
unfortunately. Just let his elbows flare a
Sorry,
little bit
no
early
luck,
there.
No luck
Yeah.
It's
today.
in a
Well,
shirt.
he's
If
still
you can just keep those
Won
elbows
his category.
a little bit
Here
tighter,
on the
you watch
bar,
just as he presses.
57.5 kilos
First
for
movement
Helmut
is his
Rangnick,
elbows
Germany.
pop backwards
Failure,
just a bit
Kozielski,
early,
Miluniemi,
and then
Katrina
that means the
Paris
bar
loaded for
travels
Helmut Rangnick,
over
Germany.
the face a little bit more,
Let's
and it makes things a
go.
lot more difficult.
He's on third place.
So we have
bronze
Helmut
medal.
Rangnick from Germany
Position
going
is
for
going to stay on that.
157.5. This will get him third place in the 120 plus kilo category. With the two lifters in front of him on 210 and 240 kilograms.
Not quite today. Unlucky.
Nice try, but
Disappointed
sorry,
with
no
himself
lead.
there,
Too
but
much today.
comes away with the best of 150.
Thank you, spotters. Below the bar, 160 kilos for Wolfgang Fellier, Austria.
So we said earlier on that
Kozielski,
the
Miluniemi,
120
Milis.
plus record might be
10th
broken,
place, the
and
lifting order on this
Christensen's
third and final round.
decided
Bar
to
is
try and up
loaded
it by
for
10
Wolfgang
kilos,
Fellier,
not by
Austria.
0.5 of a kilo. He's gone
Let's
big,
go.
which is what we like to see.
He looked very strong on his second attempt, so
Yeah.
I'm sure he has it in him.
But first, Wolfgang Filler with 160. He's taking quite a big jump. 25 kilos. But this is possibly for a bronze, so he's throwing a Hail Mary. Oh no.
Thank you, spotters.
It was worth a try,
Yeah.
I
Please be
suppose.
there.
But
Well
the
caught.
spotters did well. Yeah,
No
spotters did well there.
165. Oh, there is
Just
attempt
couldn't
change,
control
attempt change.
So we got an attempt change here. Attempt changes are allowed in the
Next
third
lifter is Ari
round,
Myllyniemi.
just as you would in
From
deadlifting full
Finland,
power.
we load
So you're
Ari,
allowed 2 attempt
170
changes.
kilos. Next
As long as
lifter,
the bar
Ari Myllyniemi,
hasn't
Finland.
been loaded to the weight you're on
Kozielski,
or more,
Milis, Hensiker,
you can
get
drop
ready
down or increase.
for your third attempt.
So we've got
And also first and second
attempt
group get
change.
ready for the victory
I'll figure out
ceremony.
who it changed what.
Paris loaded
but
for Ari Myllyniemi, Finland.
I think maybe
Let's go.
some attempt changes in the 93s,
Yeah.
battling out for a silver medal.
So we have Ari Myllyniemi from Finland going for 170 kilos, which will get him third place currently in this category of 120.
Yeah, we got Carlson still not made a lift yet. He's the only lifter not to do so. Oh, unlucky there. It's really good bench from him today. His technique's been on it. It's
A
just
little bit too much, sorry, no lift.
sometimes you're not strong enough. It
Yeah.
happens.
I think it takes a lot out of you quick lifting that you don't realise it at the time, but after you've finished, you realise how much energy it actually took from doing those 3 attempts.
Prepare for your final attempts.
So this
Bar
attempt
is
change
loaded
here,
for
he got
Krzysztof
160 in for a
Kozielski,
second here.
Poland. Let's go.
Malieski. This will
Silver medal
temporarily
lift, silver medal
put him
attempt
into
at the
silver.
time of the competition.
So the Milis, the Lithuanian, is lighter. So he's had to have gone 172.5 because Milis' successful lift on his second was 170. So this will put some pressure on him if he can get it. There. Oh, great attempt.
Yeah.
Really big attempt. Fair play, nearly got it.
Sorry, no lift. Thank you, spotters.
But this now means
175
that
for Benjaminas.
the medals are wrapped up in the 93 kilo
Milis
class with
Letua. Hensiker
Milis
Carlson
getting the
Lindborg. Get
silver
ready.
here. He's not going to be able to catch the German who currently has 190.
Bar is
So-
loaded for Benjaminas Milis Lietua.
5 kilo jump from his second for Milis. Close out the day with 175. 3 reds on the bar. Always a nice milestone.
Yep.
As powerlifters, we like targets. So reds on the bar, pounds, kilos, however you want to work it. There's always a milestone to try and chase.
Yep. For me, it's always that next plate up from what you've done.
Yeah.
Good fight.
Yeah, 3
And
whites.
it's a good lead for Benjaminas.
That's a 3 for 3 day for Ben.
205
You'll be
kilos
very
for
happy.
Björn Hansiker. Germany.
Pair
Carlson,
Hansiker.
Ringwald, Sota. Get ready.
205. 15 kilo jump. Probably making up a bit of ground. He missed his opener. Probably would have taken maybe 10 then, and maybe a 7.5 than 10.
Yeah.
But so sometimes if you miss your opener, get it on your second. This is probably roundabout or just a bit less than what he probably would have planned for his third if everything went well. Not quite. Really on the edge.
Yeah.
Sorry, no lift.
Good effort though.
He still looks happy.
215 for Thorleif Carlson,
So
Sweden.
Carlson needs this now.
Ringwald, Sota, Maja Christensen.
This will secure a placing at least.
Bar is loaded for Thorleif Carlson. Let's go.
It'll get him in the top 3.
Come in, Carlson.
Currently sit him in second place if he gets it. But we do have a couple of lifters in the
Now
weight
it's
class to
loaded.
come who will be vying for that position.
I believe he missed his first 2 on technicalities.
Yeah, I think he's struggling to keep his bum down.
Yeah.
It's a real clutch lift here now. This is all or nothing. Let's see, does he get away with it? Yes,
Yeah.
3 whites.
It's a good lift.
Thought I saw his head pop up a
Yeah.
little bit, but when you get 3 white lights, it can't be overturned by the jury, even if the jury sees some technicalities
224, Vidar Ringvold,
and they
Norway.
disagree with it. It doesn't matter. They kept his bum down though.
Sota,
So,
Meyer, Christensen, get ready.
Really, really good
Bar
lifting
is
there from
loaded.
Carlson.
For Vidar
Now
Ringvold,
this-
Norway.
Will get Ringvold the silver, so he's trying to snatch this away from Carlson now.
This is currently to move him into first position ahead of Sota
Oh,
until he
you're right,
takes his
yes.
lift.
So this again brings him from bronze to gold, possibly. This is the beauty of bench only. One lift, one change can jump you up a couple of positions.
Yeah.
Big lift, this one. Let's see if he can deliver. 20 kilo jump from his second. Great lifting.
See what the judges say, refs say.
Oh,
Sorry, no lift.
unlucky. The centre ref is saying head. Side
We have
ref
a
saying
change.
bum.
We
Yeah.
have a change here.
But the coach is going over to the jury because
Yeah.
we can just see a little bit tiny. I think the coach knows.
222.5 kilos for Irip Sota, Czech Republic. Meyer,
This
Christensen,
222 and a
get
half
ready.
now is just for a couple of extra kilos. He's managed to secure gold with the 217 he did in the second round. After this lifter, we have 2 more in the 120 pluses, including a
Bar is
attempt
loaded
at
for
the
Irip Sota, Czech
M3 equipped
Republic.
to European record.
Let's go.
I was going to add, do we feel that, especially, I feel it's more difficult for men who don't have much hair, that you notice their head lift a lot more off the bench?
Quite possibly, actually. Never really thought of that, but maybe that's why we're seeing a little bit more of those technicality issues in these M3 men.
Good fight.
Very nice. Not quite sure what the 3 whites.
Yeah, it's a good lift.
Trying to figure out if there's a rule of
European champion today.
2 pays in the IPF rule book if you're
240
allowed to wear a
kilos
wig
for a
to
bird.
make sure you don't get the. I'll have to check that.
Yeah.
He's lighter than Christensen, so 240 is enough for
So
him.
this is a big old jump,
He wants to win
but
today.
this again is a Hail Mary for gold.
They both had bad luck. Both
He's the
Christensen
lighter
and Meyer
lifter.
first lifts. Bar
Christiansen is
loaded
heavier.
for Bernd Meyer, Germany. Let's go.
When you've secured silver
Yeah.
placing though, why not? You know, you might have hit. You know, he missed his opener, went 210. You might have hit 230, 235 in competition training. I think just gonna go for it and see what happens. Sometimes that extra pressure does some amazing things.
240 to take him to first place.
Yeah. Just looked quite uncomfortable even from the umrack. He just
Yeah.
sort of
Sorry, no lift.
struggled to.
I think he had quite tight shirt.
Worth a try though.
But
Yep. As you say,
255.
Hail Mary attempt to get you where you want to be.
Master
When
three.
you've already got second
World
place,
record
why not try
attempt.
for
World
first?
record attempt
Yeah.
for John Christensen.
And this is why
Denmark.
John has gone well over the European record, because he's
Bar
going
is
for the
loaded
world
for John
record.
Christensen, Denmark.
255.
World record attempt. Let's go.
The European record is 245, and he's coming in here now. The world record is currently sat at 252 and a half for the M3s. And he's looking to add 2.5 kilos to that.
Oh, wow.
What an amazing press.
That was easy. Referees say
Yes.
2-1.
2-1.
I'll wait for the jury, see what they do,
New
but
world record.
that gives him pretty much
Thank
everything.
you,
A new world
gentlemen.
record,
Please
best
get ready
lifter
for the
overall,
victory ceremony
and European champion. What a way to finish.
immediately.
Does he? I think he's.
We'll have a quick, just hang on to see if the jury are,
No.
don't think they're all good. They're not looking to overturn that, so John Christensen, what a great way to end.
Yep.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll have the ceremony for these guys for all of the M3s and M4s very soon.
And then if you still want to stick with us, we have the women this afternoon, the M4s, M3s, M1s, and then the M2s in Group 2.
Referee sign the sheet.
So we have M2 men starting at 3:30 Budapest time.
victory ceremony. In the European Open Championships 2022, Master 4 and Master 3 men. And the medals will be given by IPO President Gaston Barras and Asta Björn. First with participation medals to every lifter. So we start with Master 4, 74 kilogram category. Gold medalist, European champion is Antanas Misius from Lietua. 120 kilo best lift today. And please stand up for national anthem of Lietua. Congratulations. Next group, 83 kilogram category. Gold medalist, European champion is Gerhard Baumeister from Germany with 125 kilos best lift today. Please stand up for national anthem of Germany. Congratulations. 93 kilo category. Silver medalist is Michael Elander from Great Britain. 130 kilos, best lift today. Gold medalist, European champion is Kjell Arne Bo from Norway. With 150 kilos, best lift today. Kjell Arne Bo, Norway.
How long is he compete? You should know the procedure. He is very old. Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. He's not here. No, we go forward with the next one.
Okay, we go to the next category. Thank you. 105 kilos. Silver medalist is Sven-Erik Wallin, Sweden. With 115 kilos, best lift today. Gold medalist, European champion is Seppo Komppa from Finland. 160 kilos, best lift today. Please stand up for national anthem of Finland. Congratulations. Next category, 120 kilos. Bronze medalist is Frank Brasek from Austria. 130 kilos, best lift today. Silver medalist, Janos Pokorny from Hungary. With 150 kilos, best lift today. And the gold medalist, European champion is Josef Tuna from Czech Republic. 162.5 kilos, best lift today. Please stand up for national anthem of Czech Republic. Congratulations. Then we have
first time. You know the procedure.
Then we go Masters 3, 59 kilos category. Gold medalist European champion is Stefan Kousovski, Slovakia, 137.5 kilos. Please stand up for national anthem of Slovakia. Congratulations. Next category, 66 kilograms. Bronze medal goes to Seppo Brink from Finland. 92.5 kilos, best lift today. Silver medalist is Hannu Peräsalo from Finland. 105 kilos, best lift today. Gold medalist, European champion is Josef Trnka from Slovakia with 125 kilos best lift. Please stand up for national anthem of Slovakia. Congratulations. Next category, 74 kilos. Bronze medalist is Patrick Malefan from France. 115 kilos best lift. Silver medalist Peter Mick from Austria with 117.5 kilos. And gold medalist, European champion is Anton Mihok from Slovakia with 145 kilos best lift. Please stand up for national anthem of Slovakia. Congratulations! Next category, 83 kilos. Silver medalist is Ronald Sura from Slovakia, 142.5 kilos. Gold medalist, European champion is Thomas Ring from Sweden, 187.5 kilos lift. Please stand up for National Anthem of Sweden. Congratulations. Next category, 93 kilos. Bronze medalist is Krzysztof Kozielski, Poland, with 160 kilos, best lift. Silver medalist is Benjaminas Milis, Liettua, with 175 kilos, best lift. And the gold medalist, European champion, is Per Hensig from Germany, with 190 kilos, best lift. Please stand up for National Anthem of Germany. Congratulations. 105 kilo category. Gold medalist, European champion is Martin Flett from Great Britain. 120 kilos, best lift today. Please stand up for National Anthem of Great Britain. Congratulations. 120 kilo class. Bronze medalist is Vidar Alexander Ringvold from Norway, with 200 kilos best lift. Silver medalist is Thorleif Karlsson from Sweden, with 215 kilos best lift. Gold medalist, European champion is Jiri Psata from Czech Republic. 222.5 kilos best lift today. Please stand up for National Anthem of Czech Republic. Congratulations. (120 kilos plus category. Bronze medalist is Helmut Ragnit from Germany. 150 kilos lift. Silver medalist is Bernd Meyer from Germany. 210 kilos, best lift. Gold medalist, European champion is John Christensen from Denmark. 255 kilos lift today. Please stand up for national anthem of Denmark. Congratulations.